Hello everybody, Jim Rich here, and this is Chaos 1 Trials, the Forest Crossroads. Now I am a little more geared than when I first started Chaos Trials, however I will be using the same build that I did when I first started. Just to give y'all a view on how it's done solo. If you have the Dryad, if not, the Monk's auras work very much the same and are still just as effective. So I will be using the Dryad and the Adept for this one. Mainly for the air assault, the Adept's tower. As I said, the Monk is still just as effective with his air defense tower and the flame auras. So the main key to Chaos Trials that you're going to want to watch out for is ensuring that all paths are properly blocked, as some of the red guys with shields that you'll see are very good at finding ways around shields and will take them. So you just want to ensure that all your paths are properly blocked. This is where the Dryad's trees are kind of at fault. Yes, they tend to have a lot of health. They do have the healing factor whenever the hero is on them. However, at the same time, they are not very good at completely blocking air. They just take up a small amount of space. Which is why I'm using the Apprentice Adept shields, although the best shields, based on recent tests, have been proven to be the Squire's shields. Since I tend to draw the most aggro from the mobs, as well as the constant damage to melee attackers when they are attacking it from the front. So usually I would play this game with my brother after I figured out how to solo something, as he runs his Squire religiously, and I would use his barricades. They are, as I said, much more effective as barricades than anything else that I've used. Once again, our main objective here is to ensure that nothing can get past these barricades. So those will be the first things I will upgrade. As these guys come in, you also remember the Dryad's tower setup, other than the Harpy, technically count as auras or traps. These are the guys I was telling you about trying to sneak past your barricades. They'll usually just get right to the side or just behind and attack it, which is why you want to make sure that area is completely blocked off. But as I was saying, the Dryad's stuff technically counts as traps or auras, and because of that, they are nearly useless in Chaos 2, as they do have the aura disabling abilities. So the Monk, Dryad, and Huntress are not someone you want to use in the next Chaos level. So as you get gear in Chaos 1, you do want to make sure that you're getting gear that will suit the characters with actual towers as well, not just Dryad. I made that mistake, and I've had a terrible time trying to get through Chaos 2 solo. We'll pick up a gold. Over. Once again, the main focus here is our barricades. Just making sure that those are fully leveled up. Let's level up so we can get those wood and start the next wave. Now with the Forest Crossroads, it is still the same general setup as it was in the campaign. All the guys will come out of their respective areas. The only difference is that you do not have the random portals dropping over here in this center area and then right over here on the left side. Because of that, I actually find that the setup is much simpler. You don't have to worry about having to adjust something or make any changes or focus on an area because of portals. The biggest thing is going to be these rock guys, as they do heal the other mobs out there, and they do tend to have quite a bit of health. Once they dig in, they're in pain. But as you level up, you'll find out that the towers are easily dealt with. So when you are still geared in the campaign hard mode gear, or if you're just now getting Chaos 1 gear, at this point what you're going to want to do is actually be running around and killing a few things yourself. Your main focus is going to be those healing guys, and you want to make sure that your barricades are constantly healed up. That way nothing can through if you are using towers. Using towers, then definitely check the weaker towers. For the apprentice or adept, you're going to want to make sure you're consistently healing your flamethrower towers, as those are notoriously weak health-wise and defense-wise. However, they do tend to put out quite a decent amount of damage when properly set up. Also, as you can see, this is wave 2, and we already have a boss coming out. So now that all my barricades are at max, my next step is going to be to upgrade all my trees just once. You can see I do get 2 stars per upgrade. You can only upgrade them twice. So I do want to upgrade each of them once though, just to ensure their survivability, since some of the bosses that come through and the larger guys can hit the whatever's closest to the shield behind it. If you have anything placed really close, and since my tree barricades are rather close, I do want to get those upgraded at least once, as I do gain the health equivalent of being upgraded twice. For those of you who are wondering, so I didn't say at the beginning, I am currently geared out in high-end Chaos 2, low-end Chaos 3 gear. So I'm not one of those that is sitting up around Chaos 6 and 7. Though I wish I could. It would be nice. So seed roll, in case y'all didn't figure it out in the campaign, this section we got figured out here in Chaos 1 is if you attack the engine in the back of the siege roll. So this is definitely much easier with a ranged character. The huntress or the journey witch or even the apprentice or adept work very well for this because you can get back and kind of move around out of the rockets area. If you attack that engine specifically, it does do a massive amount of damage. So it definitely makes those things go down much quicker. As you can see, these guys, any of these large hulks or these skeletons can hit anything that is closely placed to your barricades, such as he was hitting both the tree and the barricades you can see there from their health. And for those of you that do not have the Dryad, if you are looking for another character, the Dryad is a very great character to use. Their aura / trap setup is really nice simply because as long as your tree is standing, none of your other towers can technically go down. They can run out. The slime pit here, this blue one, and then there is a Nimbus, that's what it's called. It looks like so. This guy, these two actually do have limited charges, if you will. They show up there as the percentage. This one here is at 92%. The Nimbus is at 100. Now the beehives do not. I've never had mine drop below 100%. So I'm not sure why it even shows that, but it does show it. But the only ones you have to worry about healing are those slime pits and the Nimbus, and those can typically last a full wave or two if you have a high health medallion or mark on them, or even I've once, just to get higher gear, equipped a totem on one, and they can last an entire map that way. So for those of you that don't have, if you do have the Dryad but you just don't have very high DPS gear yet, but you do have at least some good relics in your slots, you can make this setup in there, and then you can just kind of hide out and just run around and heal your trees. Yes, something I'd like to bring up. Whenever you have large skeletons, large skeleton bosses, they do regenerate and spawn every single wave after the one they appear. So that one appeared on 2, so I did see it at the beginning of this wave. It was on my tree and no one helped, and then again it will show up next wave 2. I have had that just glitch happen once or twice, but it's pretty typical to continuously show up. For those of you that hear the little noise in the background, I do apologize. I do have a newborn here, so he does tend to get a little bit fussy sometimes, as it is getting close to his feeding time. And let's go ahead and finish this map off. Final wave. So this is one of the newer bosses that shows up here in Chaos 1 that you will not have seen in the campaign. Just essentially a large goblin with a shield. You do very little damage to them from the front, so if you're using a melee character, you definitely get up behind them, and if they do aggro onto you, then you're going to want to run around and ensure not to be standing directly in front of them if you want to maximize your damage output. And he is getting loud. That's someone's getting all angry. I just went ahead and picked him up, and I'm now turning around and just kind of giving y'all a view of what's going on here. And there you have it. Successfully completed Forest Crossroads for Chaos 1. Thank you for watching, and I will be trying to throw out some more videos as I unlock other areas and get to other areas. So do leave some comments below on what you thought. This was my first video, and if there are other games on PS4, Xbox One, or PC that you would like to see videos of, please go ahead and throw those in the comments, and if I have them or are able to get them, then I will do so. Thank you for watching. Again, this has been Jim Rich, and y'all have a wonderful day.